Yes. This is it. We are back again. This is Great Minds Tech Pod 23. As you know, in the previous episode, we managed to cover 2 EPL Gameweeks. We are literally going to do the same this time. But before we jump into it, I would want to first and foremost welcome the usual podcasters, those that have passed through JAM. And we see, so as usual, I'm JW, and I'll be the one hosting the show. Over to you, NL.
Well, you might forgive me, I'm a bit tired. I'm from watching the Super Bowl. Just I flew in back last night. It was great. You should have been there.
So you paid the 15k?
Of course.
Indeed, you had to protect your gains.
Well, it is none other than the biggest Arsenal fan in the country. Over to you.
Yes, hello there. As you've heard, people have money. Mandem here paid 15,000. This is USD, just to go and watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then I think he's now asking for a refund. Hopefully you behaved well. You didn't get deported. The American said, my friend, I saw some tweet that said there are 6 Ugandans that have been put among worst of the worst in America. You might be one of those 6.
Worst of the worst.
But hello everyone, this is Double S. Over to you, JW.
Yes. So as usual, I'll go through how we are going to go through today. Like I said earlier, this is Pod 23. And of course, we will have introduction as our first segment. Look at the local content, mainly focusing on Magogo and his 8 billion to bring VAR. Of course, we'll look at the Carabao Cup, how it transferred and how it happened. And definitely we will look at the new kid on the block. That is the United form. Then we'll look into the EPL Gameweek 24. We'll look at what transpired in that particular episode or in those games. Of course, we'll be focusing on the key games that catched our eyes. And then, of course, we'll look into EPL episode 25. And our main hot cake there is the game that happened yesterday. That is Man City and Liverpool and Man City. Of course, we'll look into the key players. We'll look into if Palma is back. And of course, Gyökeres, the Arsenal man that somehow has discovered his talent. We'll look into the episode 7. That will be the fantasy. Of course, we'll look into the Namavundu League. Undefeatable, turning to defeatable. And we'll look into our teams and our prediction. We will literally get into our second last segment. That will be our FA. Given the fact that the upcoming weekend we don't have any games yet, other than FA. Of course, we'll get into the conclusion and we'll wrap up the show. So, our dear listeners, our dear viewers, this is Great Minds Pod 23. Colleagues, before we begin, Maokota South.
Edimunzi Kizakati.
I didn't know that.
As we speak, you have to go and charge your phone in the next district.
Because is it in order? I thought this, for example, like UDCL is the one to bring the transformer and connect people to the national grid. I didn't know that individuals can buy transformers to wire the entire village. And this person apparently didn't do that out of will.
There is no one who does. There's always a catch.
But he has been paying tuition for people he doesn't even know. He wired the entire village. bought a transformer in his own land. Election comes, you don't care. You didn't vote the man. So what has happened? He has disconnected. Or did he take the transformer?
No, he left the transformer there, but I think he cut the wires.
He cut the wires.
He said that the wires were passing through his land, and even they were using some of the poles that he himself had bought using his own money. And after them not giving him the votes.
But what do Ugandans want? A person does such good things for you people, and it's just a vote, one vote.
Does it mean because you gave me food, I'm supposed to honor you?
Yes.
Is that what it means?
Yes, I'm improving your life.
Maybe he was giving all these things when he gets. You've heard about a certain MP that said the 300 million is not enough for the car.
It was not enough.
What if he was going to say 1 billion is not enough for a car, given the fact that he has paid tuition and he has bought a transformer in the village?
Because he said by the time that money was decided at the time, cars were cheaper. His argument was, by the time that money was decided, let's give the honorables 200 or 300, the cars were cheaper. You could get a good car at 300, but now it's not enough.
You know, the thing that I don't understand is that one is that they do get the cars, and then I'm told they also get money for housing such that they can stay near the parliament.
Yes.
So even when if for example, like our man who lost, that is the Chira municipality, for every time that has been going in the parliament, he has been receiving money to relocate near the parliament.
That was my question.
So he has been.
If you get re-elected, do you still get that money?
Yes, you get the money, you get also a new car. The other car is outdated. So, colleagues, 5 years from now, it's time to start advocating.
I think we should start now.
Yes.
We should become MPs.
Yes. But be prepared to test tear gas. So on moving forward, you know very well that we have holiday makers that have nearly spent 2 months home, but at least they are going back to school. I think they started yesterday. Yesterday, today, literally this whole week is them reporting.
Yes.
Any new chaos, hiking prices, things are going up. Anything new?
Jam, and of course the price of rim of paper has gone up. But we expect that.
So did you buy the papers? Did you buy the rim?
Yes, because now it also affects us who use a rim of thingy paper in office. You have to print things.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But is it only the rim? Have you seen the tuition?
I haven't had a chance to look at the tuition. In the past, when fees went incredibly high, it would be all over Twitter. But I think they have maintained it this time around.
I've not seen anything actually to do with fees rising.
But have you noticed that paying for university is now cheaper than high school?
Yes.
Yeah. And what is important is that it's actually the university certificate that matters. Maybe if you want to go for MP, you saw what happened to.
But I would like to also to add this there. At campus, it's cheaper if you are in a government university.
No, even in private universities, it's cheap actually.
Have you seen the tuition of UCU?
Well, I've not seen it, but what is so special with UCU?
It is
Do you have any?
And it's by church. It's at least try the tuition of Cavendish. Isn't that nice? It's even in dollars.
How about Isbat?
Same dollars. Admission fees, 50 USD.
Admission fees 50 USD. What is so special with that school?
Isbat.
Yeah, at Isbat.
Yeah.
Then what about the PLE leavers? Are they back or they're still yet to whatever?
I think those ones are still, they are not yet reporting. They come later on. Yeah, they don't report on the first day.
And then I'm told that this time when the results came back, Kampala didn't perform very well.
I don't think Kampala has ever been the best.
It has always been the
best. Yeah.
So maybe there's a twist, or it's also a political move.
No, those are the gains that we have been protecting. Yes. We are enforcing better education in the rural areas, and it's now happening.
And then the other thing which is also has been happening throughout this week is that Uganda Airlines, apparently the CEO was fired.
Yes.
And apparently herself wrote an email informing the staff that qualified to apply for the role. But that role was also advertised in the newspapers. But then you saw what happened in the State House with Baram. I don't know, how is Baram attached to Uganda Airlines?
Apparently, he survived an accident.
Is that why he was with our president?
I don't know. But then there was some guy who became very happy. I think it's also an honorable.
Oh.
And then people were all over him. Why are you wishing the man to die? Because the guy was like, you getting out of an accident, it's nothing special. People are always dying each and every day. You don't see us, making commotion over them.
Yeah.
But then I don't know why.
His relationship with the Uganda Airlines.
Because he's
isn't he the youth minister?
For labor, isn't he? For
no,
labor?
for youth.
Maybe it's for
youth, right?
I think labor and youth affairs, I feel.
Yeah, so that's why he had to join the whatever the president when we were discussing about the CEO for Uganda Airlines.
Oh yeah, so it's gender and labor and social development in charge of children and youth.
So how is that
Children
attached
and
to
youth?
planes?
I feel like this is a very big job description. Gender, labor, social.
For someone with zero political background.
Yeah, this is quite a lot.
I'm even wondering if he went to school. Did he? Is
he qualified to be a minister?
Probably. Anyway, so unless there's anything so away from some gossip just around town, around Uganda, today's jam has been somehow fairish, but in the morning, but in the evening it has become a mess again. So those that have been idle since December, by the time you get back into your normal, the new normal is where they're kicking off. So to start off with the local content, and I think this happened last week, but one, right?
Yeah.
We saw our FIFA president tabling a bill. I think we discussed this in our previous episode.
Yes.
And surprisingly, that he was tabling something that the members didn't have a copy of, as though he had just come to read a news bulletin, or maybe read to the people. But surprisingly, there were intelligent people there that tarnished whatever he was saying. So to start off with the rumor that has been circulating, and we've been so far quiet on the show, the conspiracy that this is his last term, and it being his last term, he wants to use that advantage to embezzle as much as he can, and then disappears.
One last. He wants how can I say it? One last gig. I think the man wants one last gig. Make it big and go home. But anyway, that's the conspiracy theory around. They think that the bill the man passed was too high for what's actually required to renovate the pitch in Ambole, because you're hosting the 2027 AFCON. And also, he added in some new things.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened, because last time we didn't get a full overview of the things he put in that budget.
In the previous year.
Yeah, because the man didn't get to read the things. The moment he started reading, someone was in his neck.
Yeah.
Like, hello, did you share that copy with anyone? We didn't receive a copy. So afterwards, he got into some interviews. He went into FUFA. I saw some TikTokers hosting him. The man has been all over the place. And I saw actually someone saying that if what you're doing is actually good, do you need to go that far to make you heard? You need to go having interviews everywhere for TV, this TV, that radio, to say what I'm doing is right, what they're doing is wrong. Do you need justification?
No.
So that's why I think
actually,
comes from.
I believe that if he was doing a good job, no one would be making any noise. I want you to imagine if Uganda had won the Africa Cup of Nations. Do you think anyone would utter anything in that budget?
Of course not. And exactly. His point was that the people who are making so much noise, when the Uganda Cranes performed poorly, no one went to them. They went to him. Why is the team doing badly? So he's saying they are in no way or in no right. They have no right to actually dictate anything. He's saying that he should dictate everything because he's answerable to everything, how the team performs, what the team needs. So that's why he brought a budget with a few things. Yeah,
NL, in his budget that WS is talking about is the 1.5 billion to attract foreign players. At least those that have some birthright to Uganda, right?
Yeah, they have Uganda's bloodline.
Either a mother
some
or
potential.
Some potential. So as it stands, the entire country, we don't have players. We have to sweet talk those people who went outside and then make their own living and survive.
According to Magogo.
And those are the ones that he wants to come and pick.
I feel like that is a wrong strategy. They should begin from the in-house talent, which is there. But they just haven't yet set up nice platforms for children and players to actually grow in this field of soccer.
I think this will be the third time we're talking about the academy. When we went to watch the games, remember during Chan, there was the academy fellows that displaced us.
It was
remember, yes, they displaced us. Did you?
Yet we had paid our money.
Did you see the size?
They're like scoot over. I paid for that seat.
So anyway, when you say that there is no avenues, there was Edgar's in the stadium, and miraculously they happened to sit next where we were actually seated. So you didn't see that?
That was in VIP.
Yes. No. Those were planned children. You didn't see a normal thingy child there. No, with specs. They're playing with specs.
And braces.
Yeah, you have braces. You're playing. Come on.
And the size was like one of them was more like a giraffe.
And she's playing soccer. Come on.
And then they come and told us to scoot over. They need to sit.
Again, that still comes to. So is the 1.5 worth Magogo asking or not?
It's not. It is not, unless if he's going to put that 1.5 in actually developing an academy center, a national academy center.
Don't we already have that academy center?
We have a lot of academies.
No, a national one.
Speaking of which, really? We get funds from FIFA for the academy.
Which academy is that?
National team. All I know
Mutiaba was one telling us about the way that money comes through. But anyway, double race, because I know this topic can get a little bit scant and we can dwell on it, is that 8 billion to bring VAR.
But what's it? Let us first assess what is VAR thing. What is it made of? I believe they are cameras, right?
Exactly.
No. They're using the same cameras, so all they need are screens.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. Actually, yes. That's very actually the same way on TV. The only problem that they have multiple angles.
Yes,
and they can go in front and back.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't remember there is a wire that comes from wherever the video assistant referee is seated to the stadium. And then there is also money to train the VARs to manage it. To run, how do we call it? A touch ball, the one we use for a gamepad. There's that thing how is it called? It's a jockey pad.
A joystick.
A joystick, yes. Someone has to be taught how to use a joystick.
I feel like as a ref, to qualify to become a ref, you first go and study.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Isn't VAR also a course unit?
Yes.
Hey.
But they are professional referees.
Retired. Those ones who
On the
cannot
VAR.
run anymore. Yeah, that's what you get. So according to Magogo Double S, 8 billion to do that.
I feel like
that's a lot of money.
it is an oversized budget. I would like to furthermore see how it's broken down. They never break down these budgets, but this is our country. We have nothing to do.
8 billion, you people. 8 billion, not 1, not 2. 8 billion.
To be fair, I wanted to say that
Ugandan shilling.
each team in our Premier League here, the local one, needs its own screens. But guess what? We have pitches here where you can't leave the screens there. To be honest,
Yeah.
there's a team coming, let's say from Kapiripiriti,
Nakapilipiliti.
and their stadium is in the forest.
No.
In a bit of a forest.
I feel like VAR will only be in obviously the main.
No, but
Stadiums.
No, NL.
Each
Neo,
team has its
you
own
see,
stadium.
there are two things that we need to be certain here. How much money do you get to win the local league here?
How much was that guy of Vipers?
Was talking
complaining
about 70, something like that.
Was it
But now,
around 70?
exactly. So you want to invest 8 billion in a trophy that ends in how much? Just 100
70.
million.
100 actually.
It's like the same thing. I mean, you've had earlier. The Telesita thing happened in I think Kabale, and we are going to have another big airport there. So
Was it in Imbarara?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. They are going to put another bigger airport in Imbarara.
Bigger than the
So
one in Entebbe.
now, exactly. So now we come to and the reason is because according to our president says it is closer to China and I think North America and Brazil.
Where?
China, this is the wrong move.
Wait.
No, we're not going to go there. So I want us to go back to this. So 8 billion to bring VAR in a league that cannot even make 500 million in total.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you?
It's crazy.
Because for
but
me, if they are going to invest in our league, the thing I think they should work upon first
Yeah.
is getting people and more people to the pitches. That means getting more infrastructure where people are going to sit.
Exactly.
You know, most of these pitches you have to stand.
Yeah.
Let's say you are watching a game for URA here at home, Sterling.
Yeah.
My friend, you have to stand the whole game. The whole game.
yeah, but I think that is a responsibility of the club.
And that's what I'm saying. So subsidize the clubs.
NL clubs outside, first and foremost, they are literally full to capacity. That is number one.
Yes.
Number two, they play good football. Number three, the federation is strong.
But we are.
Is strong to a point that there are millions and millions of money that are put into that league. And remember, VAR was just a supplement of recent in those leagues that they have played that league for 100 years plus. EPL, I mean the English Premier League.
Yes.
Then here you say you want to bring VAR and you think that is what is missing in our league.
No, but I feel like this thing of sports in England, it's big because that's where it came from.
No.
It is their culture. Yes.
No. Didn't we have disagreement
No,
last
yes,
time?
it was in China, but yes, and then it came to England, whereby it became a formal thing with all the rules and everything. It's like cricket came from India, and it's big there.
Yeah.
So I feel like every country should have its sport. It's hard to become big in a sport that isn't yours, really.
Okay. So what do you suggest we play? We're going to do
And put rules.
Because we have thingy doodle. We can't become thingy big in that.
Ludo. You want an Olympics for Ludo and
So bottom line is that the 1.5 to attract foreign players like Mukasa for Man City, right?
Yeah.
And
Divine
then Divine Mukasa and the 8 billion to bring VAR. I think Honorable Magogo is dreaming, and I think brings us to my next point. Is the first point of a conspiracy. Does he want to run away with our money?
I think so.
Enel, this man is the same person who was standing for CAF presidency. Remember, he's a honorable somewhere. He's a wife to someone very prominent in our government. Is the FUFA president here, and at the same time is the what he was standing in for CAF presidency, but fortunately or unfortunately he withdrawn from the race.
And
I fail to understand how people in each parliament are allowed to have multiple positions.
regarding him withdrawing from CAF, I have a conspiracy theory about that. I believe that man was given money by the opponent. Someone from another country was like, Mosei, I'm giving you this amount. Either stay on the post or
stand down.
And he chose to. I think actually it could be valid, because you see the way the man is looking for money left, right, and center. You get, and I've not even heard about him renovating Nambole, blah blah blah. I think that's why his bill was chased away.
That was part of the bill. There was some of the money that was supposed to go on the renovation.
So this man wants to get the entire Ugandan budget into football, just because Uganda is going to host the Africa Cup of Nations next year.
Yes. And my guess is, if he was to get that money, he would not have VAR here.
Of course. That money would
They'll
go
be like, we have purchased one screen and we are putting it to test. And my friend, that would be the end.
Exactly. So, Enel, do you pay taxes? Why you're still enjoying the government?
Yeah, that's a tough question, but I do.
Okay, so basically that is what is happening, and that's what the Magogo wants on the budget. I don't know how far it went. I don't know if they eventually allowed it to go through, because you know very well is the husband, to the one who allows things to be tabled for discussion. But anyway, away from that, this is a football show. We just scoping a few things in here just because football minus politics, they literally move hand in hand. I mean, that's why you're seeing Mago is trying to do all he can. Moving on to our third segment is the Carabao Cup. And of course, you know very well, the treble contenders, they are in Champions League. As it stands, they led the table for the Champions League, right? In the Premier League, they are number 1 on the table. In the Carabao Cup, they are still there. And in the FA, they are still what? They are still there. The only trophy that we're in is the UEFA Conference League. Of course, we couldn't qualify because we're in Champions League, right? So, Arsenal hammers Chelsea, the World Club champions. 3-2 in the first leg. We discussed this game a little bit earlier. I mean, in the previous episode. And again, in the second episode, the recent match, they hammered Chelsea 1-0. Double race. Was those results cooked, or Arsenal deserved those wins?
I think it was fair. I think, Chelsea gave it all they could, because you are facing Arsenal here. And even the goal that they conceded it in stoppage time. I think it was 7 minutes past 90.
Yeah.
So I think they tried as much as they could.
That was Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I love their strategy, which was don't concede. Because the more you concede, the more you're going to get demotivated and you lose morale for the game. But again, I think they're a bit unlucky, but they were facing a strong opponent.
So Chelsea, Arsenal?
It was obvious Arsenal was going to go through.
And NL, Kai Havertz in that game, I think it was his first game for the season.
Yeah,
back from injury. He managed to score a goal in that game. Do you think it was a pillar in that game for Arsenal to win 1-0?
Not him as him, he wasn't a pillar, but the position he was in was a pillar.
So, so if you get anyone somewhere and then you press them there,
If you get any among of our good people on the bench in that position, they would have equally performed or even more.
so in other words,
Even
it was just
Madueke?
like,
Of course.
oh, have you seen how Madueke is playing of recently? In fact, Saka should go. Don't talk about Unoni. Anyway, so Man City, Newcastle, first leg ended it ended 2-0. That is Man City. Second leg that I expected Newcastle to come back. They hammered them 3-1. What happened to Newcastle? Is it flopping?
They sold their key player, who is now flopping, by the way.
Elanga.
No.
No.
The one who scored the goal and got injured, Isak.
Why do you get an injury after scoring a goal?
And up to now, he's still there. Maybe he got over whatever, excited. So anyway, back to the game. NL, you think, double race, you think that was appropriate? Newcastle, and remember Newcastle, but it's your team.
Yeah.
And Man City was fair. I only watched first half because I saw first half. I think it was already 3 goals into it.
Newcastle on a downward trend. They are losing games right, left, and center. I think Waltermead is also sick. He's injured.
But they have Wissa.
And also their captain Bruno Guimaraes also injured. So I think, I don't know, but they are off form. They have been losing games a lot.
Okay, so that gives us the Arsenal and Man City. When do you think are the finals?
March 22nd.
The finals are there March 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the final. So March 22nd, which is not so far from now actually. We're in a month's time from now. So NL, give or take, you think Arsenal is winning?
Yes, it is.
That's a no-brainer.
We shouldn't even discuss about it. It is what it is.
Double race. You think Arsenal is winning? Man City?
I'm going to go with Man City.
NL. Zarao?
Let us wait and see.
Right, so there we are. So that's what happened in the Carabao Cup. So moving forward, we are looking at a new item on our list, and the uniform team. So you know very well that this team fired its coach, and upon firing its coach, all the players that were injured resurfaced. The injury disappeared. 4 games down, they have won them comfortably, playing as if they have never played it before. I will start from Double Race. Is this luck? Is this intended? Or the previous game were being betted or something like that?
So, do you know the best thing about snakes? They can shed off their skin. So, my friend, we also did some shading. We shaded off the old coach and brought in the new one. The new one is young, fresh, and good.
Are you trying to say that Amorim was old?
Yeah. It was, he had a full season.
That's what you
No, I know there's always a Man U conspiracy that happens that with the players. Normally when they get some issue with the coach who is present, they start to, I don't know, like think they fall sick, they begin to, I think, lose games. No, it is well known.
Yeah, it is well
because
known.
it couldn't make sense that a new coach comes, an interim coach comes, and that's Kalik, and then from nowhere, everyone is back.
The whole team is back, fresh and ready.
They are performing better than the previous games.
And they like to play.
It's the same players.
So ideally, it's the players themselves that have been putting their team down.
So, Double S, you a staunch Man U fan. What was happening to the team before? Is it the play style? Is it that coach now has given these guys new tactics on how to dodge the ball, how to stand and the likes? What happened before?
Before, I think the players didn't just like the coach. They didn't like the coach. That's the only explanation.
Those are professional players that are paid to play.
Yeah, but you're not the one paying them.
It's the coach.
Yes. All your job is to manage them, say who is going to start, who's going to be on the bench, and maybe give them a few tactics here and there. But you're not the one handing them the paychecks.
So, do you think, like, as we speak now, like, it's a thing like if the players are not happy or the players don't like the coach, that coach would be fired?
Actually, it's really a sad thing, but it's true.
So, do you think
the players
Mhm.
outshine the coach? Even though you're playing on the coach's playbook,
Yeah.
the coach's tactics, the way you're playing, it's how he has told you to play, and you're winning, the glory goes to the players.
Yeah, but the other thing,
No coach ever gets a balando.
yeah, true. But is there an award for coaches?
I've never seen any.
No, you get a medal every time you win a cup. As the coach,
And the
there's
players
some
have
medal.
Yes,
also gotten
yes.
the medals.
Remember, the players are playing on the brains of the coach.
Have you ever seen anything special for the coaches?
Well, you only get something when you win.
So,
But you get it with the players.
Yeah.
But the players get something where the coaches don't get. That is Balando, the Golden Boots, the assists. Don't you think that you would want to see a season where you are like, Arsenal set piece coach is the coach of the season? And he
Yeah,
gets
exactly,
a golden
yeah.
award or something.
you get NL.
Yeah. Anyway. Now that is a good venture to invest in. You could create your own award like that just for coaching.
So I think we need to do a petition or something.
For the
people,
coaches.
yeah, in the federations to hear us out. To be like, these people wake up in the morning because what's his name? Klopp said he has been to almost every city in Europe, but the only thing he knows in those cities is where the pitch is and the hotels.
Yes, and the stadium where actually the pitch and the training ground.
When you go to that city, go in the hotel.
Yeah.
Move from the hotel, go and train.
Yeah.
After training, play your game. After playing your game,
Pack
go
and
back.
disappear.
And all that effort, and you get nothing. All you get is a small medal.
But maybe during their days when they were footballers, they won something. So let's leave that coach thing away. So I wanted to ask a pause, because one of the concerns of Amorim when he was in Manchester United was he said he was hired as a manager, but he ended up being a coach. And that meant that their decision he does not make. Their decision that he just finds somewhere that this one is in the startup lineup, and the chances are he wasn't even the one selecting the startup lineup. So, has Carrick been given liberty to be a manager?
I think so, because for starters, the formation changed. The formation changed. We are now playing with four men at our back. Usually on Amorim's era, we were using 3. Now we use 4. And what I've loved about Carrick is one thing. He does not mess with the team.
Yeah, it doesn't make funny substitutes.
Once you get a combination that's working for you, why do you keep changing it? Stick to that one until it's no longer working anymore. Then change something. As we programmers say, once it's working,
why do you touch on it?
why are you touching it? Because for the last 4 games that he has been the manager, there is only one player that has changed from the starting lineup, and that is because he got injured. That's Dogu.
Yeah.
Cunha in for Dogu. Other than that, the rest of the team has remained the same.
So that makes him empowered. Man, NL, do you agree with the Dauris's argument?
Yeah, there we are going to. I'm going to have to agree with him. He actually does make a solid point, and yeah, he's right.
Okay. So anyway, colleagues, you know very well that we had 2 game weeks ever since the EPL started. So I wanted us to first go through roughly quickly. But this time I wanted us to be under 1 hour. We've so far 40 minutes into the podcast. So I wanted us to jump into game week 24. And to begin off is the game that happened between Chelsea and West Ham. That game, West Ham was leading Chelsea by 2-0. That is by half time.
Yes.
Second half, double race.
The manager realized if he doesn't make something up, he's probably going to get fired within the next 3 game weeks. This is the guy who had benched 5 of his starting players.
Yeah.
Chuchurera, they were all on the bench. And the moment the second half resumed, he was like, no. He made 3 substitutions.
Yeah.
And those substitutions went on to score 2 goals
Exactly.
that equalized,
Yeah.
whereby he eventually won the game. But I thought actually Chelsea would lose. West Ham wasn't good at defending their goals. It's like Man United.
Yeah, but they did actually try until when I think they got in their power weapon. But anyway, that is Chelsea for you. It can surprise you. You saw what happened in the Club World Cup. You saw what happened. It from nowhere it hammered the PSG. So NL, Aston Villa losing. Of course, you're a happy man. Losing to Brentford. And given the fact that Brentford had a red card, though they had scored the goal earlier. No, they scored the goal after the red card. And are you surprised? Because in this game, Oli Watkins was missing in action. Was that the case as why Aston Villa lost? They didn't have any attacking? Or the other way around? And you can see the man of the match was given to Keira, the goalkeeper for Brentford.
It was a fair game. Me, I'm just basically happy as long anyone who beats Aston Villa, it's just a good game week. Because Aston Villa is a team that has tortured us. So yeah, despite that there was a red card, it's still impressive that they still managed to get those results. But again, it is the Premier League. It's why it's the best league in the world. On top of being the best league in the world, the double race is that Man U was playing against Fulham in their Linking Stadium. So what happened? What happened is that 2 goals down, that was Man U was leading. From nowhere, you conceive a penalty, and then in the 91st minute, Kevin scores an equalizer.
By that time, I thought I had actually given up. I had accepted the draw. I was like, this is officially a draw. Because how do you concede a second goal in the 90th minute?
But the goal was a stunner. It was a serious goal.
But then, our miracle boy,
Sesko,
worth
it to be brought into the team?
Probably. When he's coming from the bench, he's a very good player. But start him and he's a nightmare. He's very useless. Well, but somehow, Gyökeres still manages to be the worst striker in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Agree.
I'm going to agree. He's supposed to actually be like a Haaland, but he's not living up to his name.
And then he was saying about where he came from, that he was a hero, was a legend,
the Viking striker.
Yeah. You get so, but when it came to EPL, I think EPL is proving to be the other way around. Anyway, our last game for game week 24 was Spurs and Man City. Drew. Did you see the kick for Solanke?
Yeah.
How did they call that kick?
I don't know. I actually thought he was over trying just to get a touch on the ball.
It was
and
actually
somehow it ended up in
and remember against Girungu.
Donnarumma. Though he got a touch on the ball, but it's still
no. Did he touch the goal? I don't remember him touching but he stretched. But it was a fantastic kick. So Man City has this character. They lead, then they overturn them. And I'm certain if that game had continued, Spurs was going to hammer Man City. Is it a Man City issue or they were just unlucky in that game?
There is a conspiracy going around that the Premier League CEO wants to put another team on a Premier League trophy. But for Man City, I think for them, they're just off form. Because when you see the goals they concede, there is nothing wrong with the referees doing. You are just defending.
Yeah, but that brings us into the concluded game, and that is so far only our topic in game week in game week 25, which just ended yesterday. You saw what Man City did. Are they off form, or they were playing against Liverpool that is also way badly off?
Pure luck. The first goal for Man City was pure luck. All the goals were, apart from the penalty,
Szoboszlai,
pure luck.
was that pure luck?
He just smacked it. There was nothing.
Did you watch the game,
planning.
Again, Gurungu stayed, he froze.
I still feel like, no, he didn't have anything else to do.
There was no plan in the ball.
Yeah, actually, yes, that's very true. They might just somebody did go anywhere you want to go. But remember, Gurungu is considered one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, even though he's just new in the Premier League.
Actually, in the world.
But now imagine, do you know where the ball was? We were certain that
We wait for Onana to come back because sources say he's coming back.
Of course, he's coming back.
Who is coming back?
Onana,
baby. And then Man City's first goal was also great positioning from Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Because the moment Haaland headed the ball, I thought it would go straight into the keeper's hands. Turns out the small man was there waiting for the ball.
Yeah.
And he managed to get it in between Alisson's legs, and it went in the back of. And then there came the misfortune that Alisson brought.
Before the penalty, you know, Haaland has
and Haaland scored. But then came the best highlight of the whole game. Because for me personally,
is this so far the match of the season?
Yeah, it was the best game of the season. Me personally, just that moment, I wanted that goal to be awarded.
First from the goalkeeper. Let's start from what made Alisson move away from his post to go there. You start from that side.
Okay. Yeah. It was 2-1. And then added minutes was 7. And then we were in the 98th minute.
Yeah.
So that means already the added time was over. So they're like, let's try our last luck. Everyone flood the other side, and then let's try and see what can come up. And then, guess what? The ball comes where Alisson is.
Yeah, the goalkeeper actually, yes.
He's not a good header. Without the hands, the man is nothing. The ball gets headed away from him, and somehow it lands on Chucky's foot.
Oh, it was
Haaland
Chucky
makes
first.
the run. Haaland makes the run. And then there was Szoboszlai. So the man hits the ball, and the touch was not enough. If Szoboszlai was alone, or any of them, he would have.
Szoboszlai was ahead of Haaland, but somehow
Haaland ran past him. And then, as he was getting past him, Szoboszlai pulls the guy back. And then he gets ahead of him. Guess what? Haaland pulls him back. The goal goes in. And then, the referee was like, at first, that's a goal. And then, for me, I was like, it's fair. You pulled him first, he pulled you back.
But the goal went in.
The fouls equalized each other, and there's no foul. So, give the goal to who? To Chucky. Because it was already going where? In. But for us, we wanted Haaland to score because he was going to meet it.
Exactly, I was going to make 100.
On the edge of the box. And
I was going to make 100 points. Yes.
Make him put the final touch and, get us more points. But VAR had other plans.
But on that point, it's funny how Haaland just does one goal. And for some reason...
there was also an assist.
He made an assist.
Yeah, but that still feels like a lot for the points he got.
Oh, no, that's fair. So,
did you watch the game, NL? Haaland was something different.
I want you to give me your view on this. On that third goal, if you are a Liverpool fan, would you accept to concede a third goal and lose 3-1, but keep your player for the next game, or allow your player to get a red card and you lose 2-1.
3-1.
I mean, I've seen Liverpool coach, and that was also actually Pep. Pep, that was also his comment. It's like, I mean, there was a push, and then if he just pushed this push, the goal went in. I mean, he would have played the play on.
Yes.
But the only problem is that I don't understand maybe why he made to change his mind, is that Haaland pulled again. So it ceases to be a play on. Means that he has to go back to roll it back.
Because look here, if Szoboszlai didn't pull Haaland, it was the third goal for sure, right?
Yeah.
So you pull him back.
Yeah.
And then he also pulls you.
Yeah.
So I think fouls equalize each other.
Yes.
You have refused him from scoring, but then he also refused you from saving the goal.
So it would have just been a fair play.
Yeah.
Just let the goal count, and then, don't give the red card. Because what I've been observing about Liverpool, I think they have some good injuries in their squad. Because Szoboszlai is playing in number 2, which is a defensive role, and is a midfielder.
Who doesn't have injuries? That's not an excuse, you man.
That means for you don't have someone to play there. You're getting an improvise. We're like, unarabika jagattao, so Szoboszlai come and play number 2.
Yeah.
So it means if you lose Szoboszlai, you're going to have to get another midfielder now to cover that same spot. So I think it would have been fair to leave them concede a third goal and not get the red card. That was the best option for Liverpool.
But then
they had lost the game either way.
Yeah, I get that. I get that concept. But then that rules are rules. Rules are rules. So you saying that they would have whatever. I totally don't agree. But the other thing I want to note, which we didn't pay attention much on, maybe we were overtaken by the game. Where was Mo Salah in the second half? I've checked, and he was never substituted. He was there full time. Where was he in the second half?
Come to speak about it.
When they say it was there in the second half.
When he played that Trivela, was it in the first half? The one that Ekitike headed out.
I think it was. Yeah, it was in the second half. Yes, but that man disappeared like 30 minutes. He wasn't anywhere on the ball.
I think the moment they scored their goal, they went into defensive mode. Mistake number 1.
Yeah.
They ended up conceding 2 goals.
So do you think our man is high time for him to leave?
Slot?
No, Salah.
But where is he going to go? Unless in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
America.
because remember last time
go in
they
the
wanted
American
him.
League.
He may be there. But anyway, so on the note of the key players, Paloma hit a hat-trick and made a record. NL. 2 penalties and 1 stunner.
I can say it was good for him because he has been a bit off form.
The man was injured.
And actually, FYI, he's playing at 60% fitness.
He's not even at 100.
Yes, 60% fitness, and he's doing hat-trick.
But 2 of the goals were from penalties.
The Alan Okero score a penalty that was supposed to take us to the next league. To
you
the
think
next.
Scoring a penalty is easy?
It's just easy.
Go and ask Alan Okero.
Yes. And I've seen a meme whereby they are teaching people how to kick free kicks, and Szoboszlai is the one teaching. Then how to avoid the red card, and Romero joined the class. So my friend, the next one you're going to see, Paloma teaching people how to take penalties. That is what is happening. He scored 2 penalties comfortably yesterday. You saw what happened the first penalty?
Both opposed.
The keeper went the other way around. And this time I'm like,
the opposite side.
They took the other way around. So I don't know. It was weird, but did you see the third goal?
Yeah. The keeper had no chance. As the other man said, even if you had 2 goalkeepers in the goal,
Yeah.
it would have still gone in. Even if they had 2 goalkeepers, you would have still gone in.
So you think now, if you rank, given the fact that Palmer has not been so much over this season, you think he qualified to be named the MVP?
No.
Who was the MVP for last season?
Gravenberch. Was it the young MVP?
No. Wasn't Palmer the main MVP? Not Foden.
It wasn't Foden.
For last season. So I think this season Palmer needs to be named the MVP. But though, yes, he has been missing in action, but every time he comes on the pitch, there's something special about him.
Manchester took the trophy.
Yes.
Haaland took the boot.
Yes.
Could it have been Haaland?
He got no. It wasn't Haaland.
Because I know for the young player it was Gravenberch.
And Foden was what?
Foden was nowhere to be seen.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Foden took the other season.
Anyway, we'll come back with those stats next time. So Joe Kelly is at NL.
I do not want to say that he's coming back on form, but probably he needs a bit more game time, and we'll see how that will go.
All right. So, and just before we get into our fantasy teams, I want us to quickly run through the FA, because remember, you know very well that FA is coming this Saturday. This Saturday we are not going to have EPL. So we have matches in the FA, and of course we have Chelsea versus, what is this team? Hull City.
Yeah, Hull City.
Hull City in a quick one. Chelsea versus Hull City. Chelsea. Arsenal versus
Arsenal.
No time.
Newcastle Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Man City is playing with some team. Salford.
Man City.
And then Liverpool, Brighton, right?
That's a tough one.
How is it tough?
My friend, you know Brighton.
But like Brighton lost. Did they lose? They lost.
Was it a draw?
It's tough because most of Liverpool's squad is just unavailable, so that's what's going to make it a tough one.
What do you mean by Liverpool squad is unavailable? Which Liverpool squad is unavailable?
Now,
which players?
Look at their players like Salah, completely off form.
Did you see what he did in the AFCON?
He did a Trevor.
No, that's AFCON.
He also did even a Trevor. Yeah.
Almost made an assist yesterday.
I look at Liverpool and I see it's not that team of like last season.
They have Florian Wirtz.
No,
last season, Bundesliga's last season MVP. They have Hugo Ekitike.
Hugo, you know Hugo?
Cody Gakpo. Gravenberch. Last season is youngest MVP.
Vanji.
The team itself is off form. The whole team.
So anyway, NL. You know very well, if you check in your Namavundu League, if we get into our second last segment, and that is fantasy. If you check into the Namavundu League comfortably properly, you will see that we have changes there. You will see position shifting. Of course, the unit keeping his position steady.
Undisputed. the new undefeatable.
With the 1,422 points. And of course, what happened? I thought I was in second. Of course. Then Fifi the King
managed to get back on top with 1 point.
With the 1,335 points. And of course, Jacob in third, that is 1,334 points. And undefeatable. The man that said that is going to leave his team untouched until when we move closer to him. Again, he will show us what he has. He has shifted to the 4th position. And as usual, we stop at that position. We have other colleagues in the league, but they don't qualify to be mentioned. But as it stands now, we are seeing a league between number 2 and number 3. Number 1 is still comfortably leading. Then in number 4 and number 5, it's not a tough league per se, but then 5 and 6, it's fairish. So that means that 5, 6 and 7, anything can happen, right?
7 is a bit far, but
yeah, 7 is a bit far. 15 and 88, yeah, there's different. And as usual, the Entebbe VIP, he said by this time would be already where at the top is in the bottom, and the one and only NL is in the 5th position. The person that introduced us to what? To fantasy.
I'm coming.
Anything you think you're going to change on that, NL?
I believe by next game week I'll be in the top 4.
Next game week is starting tomorrow.
Yes. I feel like I'll be in the top 4. I want to make some changes here and there, and see how I can win this.
win?
You mean just a game week or win the league?
The league. I have to climb up.
By the way, if we had said to pay 2K to the person that wins each game week, some people would have been paying every single game week
This game
up
week,
until now.
this game week I would have been the hero. And I think we are going to change the game. We're going to change the rules. We need to start paying. Yes, we need to start paying. We are going to make it as I think we can start with 1K. We're going to make it as small as possible. But we need to just see people paying.
And actually, around is it the first term holidays? Is that when the Premier League gets done? Around May?
Yeah.
We need a small party for the winners of the league and the cup. They need recognition.
Need to give them a trophy. It's not easy. You know how because I remember at one moment I was the one in the lead.
Yeah. And then undefeatable wins.
You stayed there.
For some good months.
Did the FIFA the King ever lead?
No. This
It
season
I was the one there.
And then, yeah.
Undefeatable Hamad.
Because I remember you had Haaland and you were shining.
Yes.
First you had Salah. I had to switch immediately and use my wild card.
Then, yes, undefeatable overpowered me. Then now he has also been overpowered and is thropping. Anyway, so over to our team. I want to begin with. I will begin with the WRS. So that's your fantasy team, or if there are any changes that you think you've made through, or maybe there are some players that you're dropping or you're bringing in, or maybe some small podcast to the viewers out there or to the listeners out there.
Okay, so far my team performed well because I had Palmer. Though this game week I had only one shock. I don't know how NL managed to keep Palmer. I don't know how NL.
I told you from the word go, he had Palmer even before.
No, but he was going. Palmer was going.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, because you made him a captain and he branded you.
He was going.
Yeah.
But in my goal, I'm still sticking with Pickford. My defense has one of my captains. For the first time since
And are you hearing? You're not hearing. The game week is starting tomorrow.
for the first time,
You're captaining.
yeah, in fantasy.
Does it
In all
have a
the years
double
I've
game
played
week?
yeah, Gabriel. He has Brentford away and Wolves. And then the two other defenders, I'm sticking with Cash and Mukili.
Cash and Mukile.
Yeah, my midfield, I'm letting one person go, and that is Estefano.
You've given up on Estavo.
And for his position, I'm thinking about bringing in Zubimendi. He's very cheap at 5.2. I don't know how you can't afford him.
Yeah, earlier when you were asking, you can look at the screen. Earlier when you were asking the trivia that Sada did, that was in the 50th minute of the game. You're going to see. I think that's the only thing. Apart other than that, there's another one coming through.
Semenyo almost scored on a quick start from Alisson.
So it's right
Have you
there.
seen Salah? That
you
is
can
his first
see.
touch. Clinical.
Yeah, and then see there the trivia is there. Finally, it came
And the
up
second
through.
one, majestic and accurate.
Yeah.
And he's saying he's off form.
He is off form. But it was a nice pass. But a
Yeah.
terrible finish.
Yeah. So, NL, I mean, the WS, you're still
Coming
telling us.
again in my midfield, the man who gave me 20 points, but I'm not captaining him,
Palmer.
called Palmer.
Is
And
playing
then-
against Leeds.
Yeah, and I think this is the last chance for Rice.
I took him out already.
I'm going to stick with him for the double game week.
Mm-hmm.
Someone told me Rice is good. Rice is good. Rice is now who
You know,
does
taking the corners.
set
But I
pieces.
think
What?
But he had 5 points.
I think Arsenal's now flopped. That was the 3 for the clean sheet and 2 for
Mm,
the
for-
defensive
for-
contribution.
Okay. So, yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that's a flop.
Yeah.
So I have Wilson, but I want to sell Wilson. The fixture is not good. I want to bring in Rogers. And I'm also the one and only, the man, the essential, Captain Fantastic,
It's Bruno Fernandes.
undisputed.
Oh, yeah, the essential.
Someone told me buy Cunha. He got 3 points.
How many times am I going to tell you? Podcasts for Shafiq that are related to Man U, don't fall for them.
I highly recommend you buy Captain Fantastic. If you don't have Captain Fantastic in your team, you are playing to lose. And my striking,
Yeah.
Joao Pedro,
Uh-huh.
the man who made 2 assists of penalties. I hope he gets some more this game week. And then the only man who managed to get an assist and a goal,
The one and
Erling
only.
Haaland, the top scorer, 21 goals
The best player in the world.
under his belt,
And
the best
entire
striker there
in the
is.
entire galaxy.
He's in the World Cup. And then the bench I have Dubravka, Broby, Naro, and Kadioglu.
You still have Kadioglu.
Yeah, but it's soon going. I want to bring in Senesi,
Mm.
though I used my wild card, so one at a time.
I actually want to remove him as
Who?
Senesi.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you looked at his fixture?
I want to now bring in
Timber.
no.
Okay,
It's not Timber.
And that was the
Saliba.
stunner for Soboslai is there on the screen. You can you can have a look at and see what happened to Jirungu. Jirungu was Jirungud.
Have you seen that distance?
Look at the distance. How often?
And it went in.
Exactly.
He did
Check.
go and I saw
Check
it.
that. See that? How do you explain a goalkeeper like Donnarumma to just look on? To me, it's actually a flop. That shows that it's a flop. Same thing applies to Raya. Those are flop goalkeepers. They are just lucky that they have a strong defense. Yes. Put that guy in Pickford. You think Pickford would have said like that?
I know. Pickford would have dived.
You think any Pickford would have said like
And
that?
also,
No,
I
no,
saw
no.
someone saying that most people, when they are, making the wall, it's a 3-man wall. They only
Yeah,
put
I
two players
don't.
on the
Yeah, I
wall.
don't know why they did too.
And they said the third player would have been able to block the shot.
Yeah.
Really?
See, you see that? You see that? You see?
Where
There's no
first-
art in him shooting like
Oh, I
that.
see.
It's just somebody the ball. Yeah.
If there was a third player there, here, have you seen? He would have blocked it.
Yeah.
But the keeper, he didn't even dive.
That's what I'm telling you now. You check at that. That was who? The header from to Haaland, right?
Yeah, I think it first went to the other side up.
You see, check the position of Haaland. See that? See? Doesn't it make him the best number 1 in the entire galaxy?
It does, but
There's the header.
There. Chui. See that? Stunner. An absolute stunner.
I mean, it's because of his height.
Even if you put 2 goalkeepers in that goal, no one was going to get that.
That man, his height is an asset. I think he should even insure it.
But there is Walter Mead. I think Walter Mead is also very tall, but not as good as Haaland.
Yeah. So you see that? See? Phew. So, as you're taking us through, I know the highlight for the for the moment of the game is coming, so you can take us through your team. If Double S, you're through with your team.
Yeah, I'm done.
So NL, you can take us through your team as we are waiting for the stunner. I'll let you know to pause a bit when the stunner comes through.
My team, in goal I have Raya. In my defense I have the man himself, Gabriel. I have Symmetry. I'm going to leave in a Steve. Then in my mid I have Enzo, I have Cunha, I have Palma, I have Ghana, and I have Semenyo. Forward I have Haaland and Thiago.
You're still maintaining Thiago? I mean, there are discussions that we are ongoing to drop Thiago.
Yes. And he's going to be playing Arsenal soon.
So I want you to first react on the penalty you can see there. To you, do you think it was a penalty? I personally don't because the goalkeeper, I don't think it was intended to make any tackle to the striker. Check that. See that. See that?
As long as you didn't have any contact with the ball, it's a foul.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, Enel has brought in a point that we didn't see yesterday. There was no contact on the ball.
Yes, there was
for the goalkeeper. Yeah. If there was at least some, maybe he would have said he had gone for the whatever. So that means purely he had come in to hammer someone. Now we see the Galactico, the one and only Captain Haaland, captain of the world, captain of fantasy.
NL, wasn't he your captain?
Yes, he was.
He was your captain, but you didn't see. We were lucky that they showcased this one, but you would have seen how Parma did his penalties.
Clean.
See that? The man was dry. He had to remove off the shot.
He gave us a yellow card for that.
Again, that is something which is very weird.
Because he isn't sharing his skill.
No, as long as you take off the shot.
As you take off the shot.
Yeah, the main shot, the jersey.
Now, what if I was putting on 2 shots?
There's
Let's look at the yellow card.
I'm told there's one player who did that, actually. There's a player who did that. He was putting on 2 shots. So when he scored, he removed the other, but still the rule is the rule.
You still got a yellow card?
Yeah, he still because the ref was like, he was trying to fool him or something like that.
Because the yellow card should be about indecency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So so NL, your team, you're maintaining your team as it is.
Yeah.
So as for my team, first and foremost, I would say I'm happy. I think this is the first time I'm getting 94 ever since this season began.
Over 80 this season.
Do we have anyone who has gone above 94?
None. In the league?
In our league, specifically in the number of the league.
Not really.
Yeah. So far, basically, so far, I'm not so bad, and I'm still debating on to either keep Pickford or the Bravka in the goal, but Pickford is staying in my goal. And then, of course, I'm maintaining Mukwege as the Konsa, and then as Steve. And then, of course, I'm keeping Rogers, and I'm keeping the one and only Palmer, and then Captain Fantastic, and then I'm maintaining Wits, and then I brought in a newcomer, Somerville.
West Ham.
Hey!
Doing a lot for that double game week.
No, it doesn't have a double game. In fact, I don't have any player with a double game week.
Really?
Yes.
You're not going to capitalize on the double game week?
No. No. I'm not doing any.
You've already sensed that Arsenal is going to lose?
Anything because they may not lose, but there are chances that it could do what? It could go to. There could be some goals here and there. You get?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So then, of course, on my striking, as we're waiting for the best moment for yesterday's game, I'm having Captain Haaland, and of course, I'm maintaining Joe Pedro. On the bench, I have the Bravka, Coyote, Thiago, and Rodo. Now, I have Thiago on the bench because, it's...
They're going against us.
And I never had I never had a chance. Or I cannot lose points because I need to bring in a player also, something like that. So ideally that couldn't work. You can see on the whatever on the screen there, Donnarumma making a spectacular save, making, I think, him back to the number one. Are you seeing that? There was even a slight deflection. He stretched to put that ball down. Now, you look at the time, it is 80th minute past the time that they added it in. That's when Alisson decided to join. Okay? You're seeing Alisson joining?
Yeah.
Terrible at headers. Check. At that moment, I was expecting him to run to the to the goal. But check, he's still there. Okay? Now you're going to see his mistake. He's there. The ball is going to come way back this way. You're going to see that. Back. Kick it away. See the staggering, which is Alisson is not yet in the goal. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? He's still this side. You can imagine, see where the ball is. He's still that side thinking that he's doing what? He's going to do something.
This is
now, check.
Have you seen? The ball is going to him. Have you seen? Very bad at heading. That is when the problem started. See? Are you seeing Sobosolai?
Check.
He
back.
pulls him and then he pulls them back. He pulls him back and the goal goes in. What's your judgment? Should I be awarded?
You're going to watch it again.
Because the referee's first decision was a goal.
Yeah.
As you can see. It was awarded.
Alisson refused to go back.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. Check that. The man was spot on, eh? Check.
Because if he had not pulled Haaland behind, we were getting that goal.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You see. So there, you see that, you see Haaland over, exactly, pulled him, that's a serious pull, then you're not going anywhere. Yeah. But so they have to take it back to the first what? To the first foul. So what would you, if you are in referee's shoes, what would you do?
Because actually, the red card is for denial of a possible goal.
Yes.
But the goal went in.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. I don't know why he even had to go to the VAR. You see, he went to the VAR. That's the system that Magogo want to bring us at 8 billion.
Yeah.
You can see that. That's what he wants to do. See that. See? What would you judge if you're
They
the
would
one?
have just think he played on because they both did it, and it isn't that they affected the ball's movement in any way.
Exactly.
Yeah, they just pulled
that's
themselves.
that's what we're saying.
Pulled
Yes.
themselves.
No one. In fact, me when I thought Haaland had was scored the goal, until when you told me that no, there was anything like a contact to the ball. So believe it's severe. So, but anyway, as usual, that is so far what we had in our teams. So, like I said again, I was saying earlier, I'm not capitalizing on a double game week. I'm maintaining. I'm not bringing anything. I've already made my substitutes. I cannot do anything more from that team.
This is your chance to take over J Code.
Yeah, my friend.
Use your typical
The
captain.
person you're trying to.
On Gabriel.
Yeah, on some Arsenal player.
Anyway, so at double race, your closing remarks.
All I can say, for anyone out there, even if you don't have the school fees yet, umwana musindike. Even the principal can see we are from elections.
Yes.
But kubi akalu we've been in campaign. So umwana musindike. Bana mugobako ka bugobi.
But at least they can, you know, HMs have a good understanding. They can understand. Yeah.
So don't forget to be happy. I mean, even if you don't have flowers to give to your partner on Valentine's.
And the last time you had a comment about this Valentine thing, you think through it, but before you come through, first think through it. I remember mentioning something about these flowers, especially about flowers. But double is in relation to what you're saying, be happy. There are some TikTokers that before they will do their disco in the house. Now I think the fans have outgrown. Now they go somewhere outside the compound, the DJ plays the music, and then they dance with
The number of people has increased, so they no longer fit in the house.
with bicycles, we stand on the wood, anything. So the concept about those fellows, what I like about them is that it's mind free.
Wake up in the morning,
It-
whether you
someone
have
is-
what to eat or you don't have,
Exactly.
go and dance.
Yes. So Edel, your closing remarks,
Starting
starting from the flowers.
Actually, that is my closing remark.
Yes.
Everyone who is planning to misuse the local
Hey,
currency,
I read that somewhere.
this is a warning from the Bank of Uganda.
Hey, this is not from NL.
Yes.
Is it from me?
Yes.
The Federal Bureau
Uh-huh.
that handles our currency,
That is Uganda.
our national treasury,
Bank of Uganda.
forbids it.
Uh-huh.
No making flowers, no using
The money.
notes and folding them and putting on
Smanga,
them
glue, gum.
Yeah.
That isn't allowed.
Yeah.
So men, please don't buy flowers.
But guess what? They went to those, the ones making the flowers. They said they hope the government was bluffing. And because for them, they have
They
to take
already
the
have orders.
They have orders.
Others are already eat.
Already
And by
eat.
the way, one of them had an order for 1 AM. You're telling the madam to take back the 1 AM
Uh-huh.
to the client.
Are
you saying-
these are hard times that cannot happen? So yes, so you talked about those receiving flowers, not receiving flowers.
Sorry? Those who are, yes, for flowers, it's all the same thing. But I don't know, why do people ask for flowers? Buy your woman a cow. Buy them a cow. Flowers will rot.
Exactly. I think they even last a week. Do they make a week?
Hardly. They do.
Hardly.
Flowers make a week.
And for them to last a week, you have to be watering them on a daily.
Exactly.
Or for them to last for a week.
So imagine you are feeding it for a week, it dies, it gives you nothing.
Yeah.
A cow, you feed it one day, it gives you milk.
So
Yeah.
that's your suggestion.
Yes.
Mickey was saying, for those who want to spend on flowers, there's something wrong with you. There are some nice looking homes in Muyenga that have flowers on the fence. Those flowers I used to use.
So in other words, what you're trying to say, no excuse that so and so didn't receive flowers.
Yes, go and
flowers
look
are available.
for a good fence with some flowers blossoming there and pick them.
And pick them and get some cover and then wrap them up.
Make your own bouquet.
Yeah.
But it's funny how we buy flowers. And I feel like a flower is something you should just go and pick.
Yeah. It's
That's
very
the same
funny how we buy
perspective coming
flowers.
from a man, you know.
Yeah, it's very strange, but my argument is flowers are not supposed to be, and our listeners out there. And the NL, you have a problem. You don't upload our episodes on time. I don't know why you don't upload, because this would be a segment for a TikTok. You get. So you upload this segment before Saturday. You have like pending episode. So
I was watching the Super Bowl. What do you represent?
what I wanted to say is that flowers are not one way. And the flowers, even men receive flowers, but men don't like flowers. You go and buy for them at least for whatever a pair of tires
My
if
friend.
they have cars.
By the way,
Tires.
Yes.
give us tires.
That is a very good gift. Tires.
That's a very good gift.
Tires.
Give-
As long as it's not linglong, but we are good.
yes.
At least give us tires.
Exactly. Give the man tires. And the other thing is that flowers are not only for. You could even find someone on the street and then they hand him flowers. Okay.
I see some whites doing this. I've never seen. Do Ugandans do this?
I think for only content.
Yeah, and maybe sometimes someone was telling me actually that they give you flowers, take pictures, they take the flowers back
And give it to the next victim.
to the rightful owner. You get someone say, "Hey, you take first give me," then they oh my God, he has made it or what? And then before you know it, take video, post. Then the flowers are taken to the rightful owner. So colleagues, other than that, we want to wish you a lovely week ahead. And of course, keep in mind, we said the EPL is starting tomorrow. The game week is midweek, so remember to adjust your team accordingly. On Saturday, we have FA Cup that we've taken you through. And as usual, we are great minds, and our theme is usually always try to be as much happy as you can. If picking a flowers from the someone's fence, as Double S has proposed, is what makes you happy, you go there, but at your own risk.
Of course.
They could find security guards there. I mean, if you don't have flowers, there are flowers everywhere. Do we still have flowers along the State Square, around the Camper Road and the likes?
There were those that were on Entebbe Road. In Entebbe.
Yeah.
The ones that were leading to the airport.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to them.
Or
Those would
The
have been
president
good for
said
picking.
that those things looked ugly.
so they removed them.
Yeah, they removed
So
them.
alternatively, if the normal flowers cannot happen, they are e-flowers.
Yes.
Gather them, bundle them up.
There is a colleague.
Kindly receive attached.
Yes.
There is a colleague we know. I saw him post. He made some site. The one where you can click and be like, send a Valentine gift.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you receive flowers there.
Yes.
Over a screen, you know.
All right. So, colleagues, this is what we had for you. Enjoy the week and have a wonderful day in whatever. And be blessed. And as always, stay happy. Chill out.
Peace.